Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is not Johanna. It's not Shohana. My name is Tohana. Yes, Tohana Mokotu. And I am your program director for the evening. Welcome to the people joining us on the live stream, and goeiemorgen to the people in New Zealand. Tonight, we are privileged to witness the innovative ideas and the brilliant minds with great entrepreneurial spirits who will be competing in the two categories. The first category is something you should consider having if you don't have it already. It's the side hustle category. And then the second category is something most of us are lazy to do, and that's the research-based venture. But before we venture into our program, I'd like to welcome our host, Prof. Herman van der Merwe, who is the Deputy Dean of Teaching and Learning at the Faculty of Economic Management Sciences. Prof, please come to the stage and address us. Thank you.
Right, goodness gracious, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I hear that there are a number of people online. How fantastic can this be? This is a goosebump evening, I really promise you. And I'm so excited about what is happening tonight, because this is where the real thing happens. This is where the tire hits the ground, and this is really, it doesn't take a lot to excite me, but this is really something that I look forward to. Young people with innovative ideas and doing their thing. And that is so fantastic to see that. But I'd like to welcome a few people that I really think is important for us to just mention, because they are part of a group of people where we feed into, because we are feeding into their environment. And Mr. Kenny, thank you very much for coming. He's the chairperson of our Northwest University Enterprises, and Deneo, an entrepreneur at heart, also a member of the Northwest University Enterprises board. Wonderful, making time for us, coming all the way from Joburg to here. And we've been talking a lot about the fantastic things that can happen within Northwest University Enterprises. And obviously, Dr. Janine Chanson, is she here? I haven't seen her, not yet. Okay, so Dr. Janine is on her way, and she's the Chief Director of TTIS, and obviously, Duncan, the CEO of Northwest University Enterprises. And colleagues, I've seen Bibi somewhere. Bibi, I wanted to come and say hi to you. There's Bibi. Hi, Bibi. Wonderful seeing you. Those are the people that are part of our entrepreneurship ecosystem. Now, we've created this platform, what I call an entrepreneurship ecosystem, because that is where we really want to take hands across different entities. Universities sometimes like to work in a silo. You've got faculties, and within a faculty, you've got departments, and then you've got support departments, and you've got all these things, and everybody works in a silo, and everybody tries to do something. And I want us to take hands across the board, because you know what is happening in health sciences, and what is happening in engineering, and happening in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences, or in humanities. I've spoken to someone the other day who said to me, you know what, entrepreneurship, humanities, what can happen there? And I said, wow. Okay, do you have time? Because I think there are so many things that can happen in humanities, in law, in theology. Do you think that the fantastic things happening in theology? And we want to take hands across the board. And then we've got the community engagement people. I just shared around the table about the fantastic things happening in the US at the University of Kentucky, where they really touch and change lives of people in the community. That is where our entrepreneurship ecosystem is coming into play. We want to take hands across the board, make sure that we do strengthen the entrepreneurial ethos at the Northwest University. But a platform is one thing, and we're striving towards becoming a center for innovation, entrepreneurship, and AI in business. That is something that I aspire for. So I want to create something that I want to put next to the Northwest University Enterprises, and to create something where we can say, what about innovation, entrepreneurship, and AI in business can we do? So that's something that we need to aspire to, and I think the culmination of the entrepreneurship ecosystem will move into that. But nonetheless, tonight is about Leopards Lair, about the young people who are really going to do their thing and to show us what it is all about, doing something on this innovative space. Now, the Leopards Lair is the brainchild of Professor Helio from the Faculty of Engineering, and currently, as you can see, it is now a university-wide thing, something that we can all be very proud of. So the participants were selected, and I brought the advertisement with me, you know, where the business school, because they sort of coordinated this for us. And you know that whatever you want to do, so you know the rules of what is happening. And tonight we're going to see what happened, because the Beehive Enterprise Development Center and also other people helped you, shaped you in terms of where we are today. And we're really looking forward to that. So we are going to then compete. You're going to compete tonight for the title of Leopards Lair winner and some exciting cash prizes. So we look forward to that. And I really hope that all of you are feeling very, very welcome. So if I haven't mentioned you by name, please feel welcome. Sometimes, you know, mentioning people by name is a bit of a problem, but nonetheless, thank you very much to the Business School, Leenta, and to TTIS, Hannes, for coordinating this event for us. And to my Beehive Enterprise Development team, thank you very much to you as well for all the hard work that you've been doing. And obviously, Bibi, you and your team on the community engagement side, thank you very much for that as well. So everybody plays an active role in this whole thing, and really, really thank you to all of you. And I hope that you're going to enjoy the evening with us. And those people online, please accolade with us. Enjoy, whether it's evening or morning or midnight, wherever you are, hearty welcome, and enjoy the evening with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. This is my side hustle, so I will send an invoice. Thank you. Another thing I forgot to mention about myself is that I'm the program director that keeps it short like a mini skirt. I'm not giving preambles, I'm not giving paragraphs, I'm not giving outros, I'm getting straight to the point, I'm covering all the important parts. Right, so moving forward, allow me to call on stage Professor Leopards Lair, who will give us the house rules and introduce our wonderful judges for the evening.
Thank you, Suana. Well, we had the amazing privilege between Beehive, who groomed our side hustle category today, and between Hannes and I with TTIS and Business School, who groomed our research-based ventures participants this evening, to work with these amazing individuals for quite a long time. We also had the privilege of selecting our 3 judges for this evening, and I'm going to introduce them now so that you know, as participants, who you are speaking to, but more so that those of you online watching this evening knows that we are definitely not going to give away money for free this evening. We have a panel of quite experienced entrepreneurs and experts who really know what they are looking for. So we have 3 judges this evening. I'm going to start off with Tim Lawrence. Here is, can you please rise when I call your name, and then you can quickly sit down again. Okay, so he is from an IP law firm called Kish IP, not Ish, Kish. And He is for sale. If you Google him, you will see. He is in stock at the moment as well for $550. That's what happens when you Google a picture of Tim Lawrence at the moment. But he is definitely looking... I'm so sorry. It was hilarious when we found this out last night. So he will be looking out for the intellectual property rights and also the viability of taking this business and protecting some of its assets going forward. Next to him, we have one of my best friends, Ketlaring Polore. She is the business development manager for the CSIR. At the moment, she's also a proud NWU alumni of the business school, and she is a clinical engineer. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And our third and final judge used to be my colleague at the Faculty of Engineering before I joined the business school. That's Dumi Muyake. And he is a chemical engineer by training, but he has left that behind him to become a very, very inspirational and successful entrepreneur. So he has not only talked the talk, like a lot of us do, he has walked the walk for a number of years and is a great inspiration. And you can definitely, if you're in Potch, I encourage you to make use of his company called Doggy Bag for any last mile delivery that you are looking for. So when he listens to you guys this evening, he really knows what it takes to take a product and idea to market, and also how to feel the pain when things don't necessarily go according to plan. So he's not just bright-eyed about entrepreneurship, he has loads of experience. So thank you so much to our three judges. The rules this evening is very, very simple. Our 9 participants, 5 in the side hustle category and 4 in the research-based ventures category, will have 5 minutes each to convince you of their business idea. Their biggest challenge will be not to get stuck in the science, especially in the second half of the program, because if you put me on stage, I can stand here for 3 minutes or 3 hours speaking about the same topic because we talk for a living as academics. However, fitting all of that into 5 minutes is a really, really daunting task, and also convincing you guys that it is a business idea and not just a very cool science experiment or a scientific success will be part of their challenge this evening. So they will have 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, the judges will have about 3 to 5 minutes to ask their questions. So 1 question each. Please don't ask all of your questions. You may meet these famous people afterwards as well, judges. So 1 question each. If you don't have a question, don't make one up. Just to be important. We know you are important. Okay, and then we're going to take a break after the side hustles. We'll have some main course, and then we'll continue to the research-based ventures. And at the end of the evening, you will get to meet the ultimate winner of both categories, but then also of the Bongani Foundation Prize for Sustainability. And we want to give a shout out now, and we'll give one again later on, to our amazing NWU alumni from the Bongani Foundation, who is a Dutch-based non-profit organization that not only encourages but actively supports entrepreneurs in Africa. So thank you to you, and thank you for watching online. It's a privilege to have them all the way from the Netherlands this evening. So I hope that all of our other alumni that's watching this will also be inspired to give back in the same way that the Bongani Foundation is currently giving back to the NWU. So that's it from my side. Good luck, and behave yourselves.
Thank you very much, Prof. We will now start with the side hustle category. Before I call the first entrepreneur up, ladies and gentlemen, you may enjoy the starters on your table. Do not fear. More is coming. Clear. Our first entrepreneur is Tshegofatso Chabane from The Blueprint, the founder of The Blueprint, who is offering a vending machine business offering broad and limitless potential across industries. Tshegofatso, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Come to the stage.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I'm very, very excited to be here. I'm just waiting for the remote to start. So guys, this is the blueprint. This picture is very beautiful, right? I'm sure you guys can see. So my name is Tshegofatso Chabane, and I'm a 19-year-old LLB student and an aspiring entrepreneur. I am the sole founder and the sole operator of my business here, The Blueprint, which I'm very excited to speak about. It's not changing. It's not working. Oh. So the problem is that many students living in student accommodations often struggle to access their daily essential items like pads, lotions, painkillers, and even smoking alternatives. Traditional stores do have limited hours of operation, as we all know, and I'm sure we all hate this, right? And also safety in South Africa is a very big issue, making even services like Uber less reliable and less safe for students. So my solution is to place various vending machines in each student accommodation tailored to the specific needs of students in each location, that eliminating the need for trips to stores. So my target audience are all students living in student accommodations, whether that is off campus or on campus, it does not matter. I plan to reach all student accommodations by the time I'm done with my studies, which is very far from now because I'm a first-year student. And then for my go-to-market strategy, first of all, I will have to conduct surveys in each student accommodation to understand which services are most in need, most in demand, and most used by the students. And then I'll have to actually collaborate with student accommodation providers for them to actually allow me to place my vending machines on their premises. This is very important. And then I will place the vending machines in high-traffic areas like dorm entrances, common halls, etc. And then for marketing, luckily for us, marketing is very easy in our day and age. I'll simply use digital marketing, that being promoting my business on Instagram, Facebook, etc. And then for pricing, I will use competitive pricing, keeping my prices lower than that of local convenience stores, but obviously still making a profit. And then competition. My competition are local convenience stores, which I hate. I hate my competition, especially that by Kashet Park because it is very close to campus. However, none of my competition offers what I offer, which is 24/7 accessibility and availability, curated product selection for students, and convenient locations that eliminate the need for travel. And then market size. Now, Potchefstroom campus, not that I'm limiting myself just to Potchefstroom campus. I do hope to go to other campuses and obviously other universities, but I have to start where I am, right? Now, Potchefstroom campus has around 30,000 students, many of whom live in student accommodations. Now, these students spend about 500 to 1,500 per month on essential items and about 200 to 500 per month on smoking alternatives. Now, assuming that about 10 to 20% of these students actually use our vending machines on a regular basis, we could see monthly profits of about 600,000. Now, obviously, these amounts are estimated, but they do indicate the potential that this business has, should it be successful, and I definitely believe that it could. For revenue model and streams, obviously the revenue will come from the actual sales of the products themselves, as well as advertising opportunities, that being when businesses may want to advertise their businesses on our machines, or students want to advertise their businesses on our machines. It'll obviously come at a price. And then also, anyway, that was a slip up. And then for my, wait, hold on, let me go back. For my funding requirements, I want to start with about 6 vending machines. Now, that will cost me about 280,000 to 500,000 because I want to actually buy quality vending machines. And then I also need funding for my initial stock, which will cost me about 20,000 to 40,000. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tshegofatso Judges, are there any questions? Going once? None? No questions? Oh, okay. Danke, Tseho.
No questions, wow.
Save.
I must have done really well.
Oh, there's a question. Sorry, there is a question. Hold on.
Okay.
Good evening. Since all the two judges don't have questions, so I'll take all three.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Right. Your profit margins, what percentage are you looking at?
About 50%.
50%. Based on?
Based on the fact that students will actually use the machines. If they can actually get the essential products out in the student accommodations and there'll be no need for travel, they'll actually use the vending machines.
What is then your the profit margin of your competitors if you're just saying 50% for yours?
There's probably like 100%.
Is it?
Yeah.
Probably or?
I'm pretty sure, yes. Yes.
Last question, I promise.
Yeah.
It's the third question. Okay, this is a hard one.
Okay, can we speak?
Don't worry. You're not learn.
Yeah. He's researching my question, guys.
No,
He's
no, no,
researching my question.
No. Can you tell us the risk associated with your business and how you plan to actually mitigate that?
I feel like the biggest risk would be security of the machines, like the students breaking into the machines. But I feel I will insure the machines. The machines can obviously be insured. And also they'll be in closed areas, like the student accommodations are closed. There'll be cameras around, so the machines will be pretty safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tsehofato. Next, we have Banele Ndlovu, founder of Afari's driving school. This driving school helps individuals master the art of driving with a modern and efficient approach. Banele, the stage is yours.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow judges and fellow leopards, allow me to greet you all this beautiful Thursday evening. As introduced, my name is Banele Ndlovu. I am a final year chartered accountancy student and also the founder and instructor of Afari's driving school. So I believe one or two of us here know a couple of students that have left university without obtaining a learner's license. Right. So that is, for the past 2 years, the service that we have been providing to our clients, which are students in the Vanderbilt campus. So I say this is a problem because it does not give students the independence to participate in certain industries. We've seen the likes of Takealot, the rise of Mr. D, Uber, and Courier Guy, just to name a few. So how do we bridge this gap and how do we solve this problem? What we do is we basically offer a student-focused, classroom-based driving school service, particularly focusing on learner's licenses. So to tell you a bit more about our target audience, we mainly focus on university students, particularly within the Northwest University, currently in the Vanderbilt campus. We prioritize mostly final year students as well as postgraduates as they are soon to join the job-seeking market. Market strategy. So currently how we've established ourselves and how we wish to continue establishing ourselves is that we aim to engage with RNO organizers to form part of the orientation of first years, to make them aware of all services that we provide within campus. And also at the residential level, we engage more with the residents' house committees to form part of events that they host so that we make sure that students at the residential level are aware of the driving school that is currently operating on campus. And then lastly, we also aim to maintain an online presence. Okay, so competition. Based on feedback that we have received from majority of our clients is that we are convenient for them since we are based within campus, unlike most of our competition, which is focused mostly in the central part of town. Another huge factor for us as a unique selling proposition is that since we are on campus, we have ample road signs and road markings, which allows us to not only theoretically teach our students or our clients, but rather to also practically show them everything that we relate to them. This we accomplish by taking a tour around campus and actually identifying all the road signs that we have taught them. So another huge factor is pricing. They also did mention that our pricing is quite competitive in terms of, in comparison with our competition as well. Moving on. So some exciting news, rather. In 2024, I don't know if you are aware, the NW recorded just shy of 12,000 first-time entering students, right? By use of 50% estimate, we estimate that 5,858 students potentially across all 3 campuses do not have a learner's license. And then to focus only on our campus, we find that also just shy of 2,000 students potentially do not possess a learner's license. And this makes up our market size, and this is the bridge that we are trying to basically fill. To talk numbers, currently we charge 360 rands per student as a once-off fee. And now currently our main revenue stream is solely the learner's license classes. Funding. Now this is the sensitive one. So we are seeking 40,000 rand in funding, chip. Thank you. So these are the pillars that we feel will allow us to grow and sustainably offer a quality service to our clients to be spread across these initiatives: mentorship and training, marketing and promotions, website development to maintain the online presence, and then lastly, material printing. And those are my contact details. You can WhatsApp me and email me. That's my time, and I thank you for yours.
Siyabonga Banele. Judges, are there any questions? There are questions.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Banele, for, I think your idea requires a need for students. But why would I want to go to a driving school if there are any other around the vicinity where you are having yours?
Okay, so that is a question that I do pose to some of our clients as to finding really specifically why they chose us. The first part, as mentioned, is the location. Most of them are focused within the central part of town. So we are within the vicinity of the students within campus, and most of them struggle. You know, as a student, the one resource that you have to value is your time. So since we are within campus, time for them is also a factor. Secondly, pricing, right? So our pricing is 360 compared to other driving schools that start from 400 rather and upwards. And then the last and unique selling proposition that we have, we find that since we are within campus, we are able to theoretically and practically teach our students as opposed to our competition. And majority of our competition also focus mainly on driving lessons and not learner's license sessions, as that for them is more profitable.
Thank you for a good presentation. My question is regarding your funding request. Can you briefly give us a breakdown of what you need the 40,000 rand for?
Okay, so I don't know if I can go back.
And are you sure about 40,000?
I can ask for more. More is always better. But
But you've mentioned
yes.
website development, marketing.
Yes.
Right, and for 40,000 rand, marketing. Are you sure?
Yes. So what we want to do, so every year within campus, when first years arrive, we find that they have stalls available. So we want to also have one in terms of a gazebo and, flyers and everything. And in terms of the website that you mentioned, we want to have an interactive website where it's not just, majority of our competition in terms of their website, they only just have a landing page. But we want to have an interactive website where it's the landing page and also a page where students can sort of take tests online to prepare them better for their learner's license test. But more is always welcome.
Do you perhaps have a figure for your website development?
Not a specific figure, but I would estimate not of 9,000.
No. No, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Our next pitch is by Katleho Mutebang Rakhoba, founder of Project Legacy, a platform promoting proudly South African products and services across all 9 provinces. Katleho?
Just before the timer starts. Are you ready? Okay. Mic 1, 2, 1. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you Project Legacy, fourth-party logistics concept, purposefully established to meet the needs of the entrepreneur and customer. My name is Mutebang Katleho Rakhoba from the Northwest University Vanderbilt Park campus, current NRF scholarship holder, and as well as EMS consultant, and of course, passionate about entrepreneurship. Now, as we get into it, we have noticed as Project Legacy that there is a problem that needs to be solved. Small and medium enterprises lack a broader online, customer, let me just run it back there. Yes, thank you. I was just a bit in a rush, but I'm still here. Yes, most small and medium enterprises lack a broader online presence of consumers. So we are here to solve that problem by an innovative Project Legacy. As we can see that we are using a 4PL concept by making sure that we are going to help manage small and medium enterprises, proudly South African entrepreneurs, and as well as we're going to help them with logistical systems. Now, we are looking at 3 of our target audiences. We start with proudly South African entrepreneurs because these are authentic individuals that have looked to come up with original ideas, and as well as we're looking for partnering with business-to-business individuals. We're looking at career services that will help us expand our markets into the 9 provinces that we're looking into. And then last but not least, but a broader online customer base that is already based in South Africa. That is where we're looking into. Now, our market entry strategy is that we're looking for joint venture market entry strategy. Partnership, we're looking to partner with other 4PL companies that are already doing exceptionally well, and we can make use of their prospects and also work together. We're looking to utilize search engine optimization by making use of a paid search in order that Project Legacy could be found as best as possible in listing. Thirdly, we make use of social media platforms, specifically LinkedIn and other social media platforms. Last but not least, Project Legacy is the other marketing channel that will be used. As we see that we have 3 very good competitors, being Takealot, BNI, and DSV. However, we have 4 unique selling propositions that we have to offer as Project Legacy. First and foremost, cost effectiveness. Cost effectiveness, we will charge prices that are actually competitive within the South African economic market and will suit the proudly South African entrepreneur and consumers. Secondly, customer relationship management. We will walk the customer journey with the proudly South African entrepreneur as well as the product life cycle. Thirdly, originality and authenticity. I say we focus on proudly South African entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs that will give back to the economy. We'll be looking to export their products and services on a broader online base. Now, proximity and nationwide, last but not least, we're looking to be within the 9 provinces of South Africa to ensure to deliver our services. Now, we notice that there's a constant annual growth rate within the freight and logistics market. However, we are technically right now looking at the logistics market. However, we can actually partner up with the freight market. And we can see in the next 6 years, we can see an increase of about 6.29%, whereas we will be able to actually intervene within that gap that we're looking into. Our revenue model consists of 2 ways. Subscription fee. We will be charging the proudly South African entrepreneur an annual / or monthly subscription fee for our platform access and as well as services. Secondly, we're looking at product sales, selling the proudly South African entrepreneurs on our website, and there's, of course, a delivery fee for their product to reach their end consumer. Now, we will start with the pilot phase within the Vanderbilt Park campus. Our funding requirements consist of, first and foremost, a delivery bike, which will be supported by an already placed vehicle. Secondly, our website development. We will be looking at website products, website hosting products, and as well as services of the proudly South African entrepreneurs. I say this because the website is already running, however, improvements to go. Oh yes, these are the questions, but however I'd like to explain, I think I was just a little bit fast, but I've got 1 minute left. So on the left-hand side, we have our questions. This is where the merchants can log in and make use of their services, and as well as we've already have 2 businesses that we're already working with on Project Legacy. Photography and as well as the Gratitude Massage Spa. Just to go back to the problem that needed to be solved, we are looking to help small and medium enterprises, to help them expand their networks, to help them do better, and also access a larger customer base. That is what I couldn't say in the beginning. Excuse me about that. But thank you very much. Thank you.
Judges, are there any questions? Yes, there are questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Katlego. I've got 2 questions for you. One is, your platform, is it only, are you also thinking of doing an app instead of just being a platform?
Thank you very
web-based?
Okay. Thank you very much for your question. So we know, as in most businesses, a website is the first place where I could trust an actual consumer producer. So we will start first with the website, and as soon as we develop and expand ourselves, we will look into app development as well. As we've seen that each and every website has their own apps as well. So that is we're in the first phase of where we are, and we'll get into the second, third, fourth as we go. So we are innovating. We're trying to be sustainable as possible. So we need to meet the needs that are currently needed right now. Thank you.
In one of your slides, you said cost effective. What do you mean by cost effective?
Cost effective.
And please break down the numbers.
Yes, thank you very much for your question. Cost effectiveness. I mentioned that we will charge prices that are according to the market economy of South Africa right now. Now, with the pricing module, is that if a business like the photography, we will then charge them according to the services they need, because we're going to help them with branding, we're going to help them with promotion, we're going to keep improving their services in terms of perhaps giving them advice in terms of the latest market trends of cameras or any other sorts of how to improve themselves as a business. And then, of course, just placing them on our website, there will be a fee charged. For now, there is no fixed price. Prices are variable according to the needs and according to how much effort we put in as Project Legacy into the business itself. I hope I have answered your question.
Not entirely, because
not
you're
entirely.
not showing the numbers. I mean, by now you need to have a bracket.
I understand. In terms of pricing, I think me charging my service is not the difficult part, but it's the actual service that I'll be providing towards them. So in terms of, if I can put it nicely, is that we're yet to negotiate a proper price because we have just started. This is a business idea that is yet to expand and further. So as soon as we found our feet in our market, then we will know then how much can we do the pricing. Yes, thank you.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
So, Katlego, I was just wondering, when you say you're going to help, for instance, photography people, and you're going to provide them with skills and to sell their businesses, where would you get these expertise from?
Thank you very much for your question, sir. So, as by trade, I'm a student, I'm also an consultant. So now I will then, as a consultant, make use of the 8 business functions that I've used. So we're looking at from operations management, financial management, those that I've studied and I've already completed in my career. So I will make use to also research and not just be limited to what I don't know, but I'll actually broaden my expertise within the photography industry to ensure that I give my customer the best experience possible and help them according to the market trends. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Katlego.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Thanks, Katlego.
Thank you, sir.
A few questions.
Yes,
First
sir.
one, how do you plan on acquiring your clients as well as retaining them?
Acquiring my clients as well as retaining them. Thank you very much for the question. Acquiring my clients starts right here as I'm presenting my business, as I'm building relationships, as I'm building networks. This is where I start, this is where we begin. This is where we begin the relationship. How do I sustain them? Well, we continuously focus on continuous improvement. We're going to help as from the beginning. It's like writing a book together. I'm going to help you from your finances, and we're going to ensure that okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Yes, we're going to ensure that we're there from the product cycle, as the product has started up until to the end of the product cycle as support. And be it services, we're going to continue improving the serviceability of the service itself. So that's how I will sustain. How will I sustain, again, as well, is the fact that we will not stop until we innovate, until we better the product, until we better the service. And yes, it's a trial and error method. As entrepreneurs, we'll take risks and further what we can. I hope that answers your question. I'm a little bit sure. Kind of, sort of.
The second question would be, what's the scalability of your business?
Scalability. Can you kindly put it for me in simple
How are
words?
you planning to scale your business throughout the 9 provinces?
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for your question. As mentioned, we will start with a pilot phase within the Vanderbilt Park campus. Yes, that is where we'll see from then, if we have maintained about 9 to 10 entrepreneurs, we will then start building our networks, we'll then start building our fleet. As soon as I am satisfied with the traction that we've gained in Vanderbilt Park and have gained enough trust from other nearby towns within the Vaal Triangle, yes, I will then be able to expand myself to the next other region, perhaps say the next district. Then we can go further up to Gauteng. From then onwards, I will ensure that I will remotely and locate my services within each and every province, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. So as much as if I can get to the center of the province, that is where I can get my network. That's where I can build myself from then. And then will we be able to make use of online channels. As this is a website that is which is the service that is actually we're providing. So we will be online. So coverage will be across 9 provinces already.
All right. Maybe I'm confused.
Okay.
Are you a delivery service?
No. Fourth-party logistics.
For the layman, what does that mean?
So fourth-party logistics. So what we do is that as we receive products from the proudly South African entrepreneurs, what we do, products/services, we help with the branding, we help with packaging. So as well as what I love for Project Legacy is that we have an online warehouse, meaning we do not have the risk of having the products. We will only have the risk of having the products after the payment has been processed. Then we do the add-on of delivering at the end. So our main focus is to improve the branding, the services, the products, and the reach of the proudly South African entrepreneurs, small and medium enterprises.
All right, we'll continue this afterwards.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judges, I'm going to limit you moving forward. I'm going to limit you. Next, we have Rudy Hasbrook, founder of Barcode X, a fashion tech brand integrating QR code technology into clothing for personalized recommendations.
Hello everybody, I hope you are enjoying your evening. So have you ever walked into a store not knowing what to buy, not knowing if the outfit or the clothing item you want to buy fits into your wardrobe? Or maybe standing in front of your closet in the morning not knowing what outfit you're going to wear? So I have the solution for you. My name is Rudy Hasbrook and I'm the founder of Barcode X, and this is the content that we will be sharing today. So this started in the backseat of my mother's car when we were driving to a store, and I don't want to be 2 hours in a store shopping for one jean. So what I did is I thought of a solution for that, making shopping more efficient. So the solution is QR code technology. So what you do is you walk into a store, there will be a QR code embedded into the clothing. That QR code is the free trial's over. You scan the QR code, it takes you to our website. You have a personal account with us, with your wardrobe, your personal wardrobe already pre-selected. That will show you how many outfits and items fit with the outfit that you scanned within the store. You can also then select the store that you're currently in, and it will suggest other items that will fit with that selected item. So, our primary target is men that don't have a sense of fashion. So, from the age 18 to 35, so this is the man that's looking for efficiency and convenience, not wanting to walk in a store for 2 hours with their partners. This is the more tech-savvy demographic wanting everything done quickly. So our go-to-market strategy is to launch Mark 1 collection. This will be from casual items to semi-formal wear. And we are going to focus on social media to build our brand, and also have a great commission influence-based system for marketing. So how you ask, I hope. So when you buy some of our items, you will get your personal own link. So when you go on social media and you post a picture of you wearing one of our clothes, you can add that link to that specific social media post. When somebody goes into that link and buys something from our store, you will get commission on that sale. So our competitors, basically Woolworths, they also sell clothes. But the competitive advantage that I'm going to tell you today is there's nobody selling clothes and also having an app that connects the two parts. So I'm the first one to do this. So the QR code delivery instant recommendation is one of our competitive advantages. And also the hidden Easter egg function that I will tell you now about. And also the partner pre-selecting outfit option so that your wife enjoys what you're wearing. So the market size is quite big because everybody of you are wearing clothes tonight. So the South African fashion market is projected to grow by 5% from 2024 to 2028, reaching $5 billion US. And also the fashion tech market globally is to reach $120 billion US. So the revenue model, we'll start in South Africa, launching the Mark 1 collection. So I want to collaborate with Woolworths. How you ask? I hope. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to offer them so they will have returns from customers. When you have this QR code, you will walk into the store, you can scan the QR code, you will know if that item fits into your wardrobe. So the returns will be less, and also customers' hesitancy on buying items will also be less. It is also a very unique marketing strategy with a commission-based system. And also the sustainability aspect of things. Woolworths is focused on sustainability, so when you scan the QR code, you will also have the materials that will, what the clothing item is made of, so the materials will come up, so you know if you are part of the sustainability that Woolworths are promoting. So that is our first year's funding, and also where it will be allocated. Thank you very much for listening. This is my brainchild for 3 years now, and I really appreciate for your time.
Thank you very much, Rudy. Judges, I'm not being lenient with you anymore. I'm limiting you to 2 questions each. Are there any questions? Obvious. Okay.
Thank you so much, Rudy. I think for me, what I would like to understand is, okay, you want to, I mean, of late we do a lot of shopping, we do demo with the non-fitting items, and your focus for now is Woolworths.
Yes.
However, there are many other shops that are selling, retails that are selling that. How do you intend to incorporate the barcode in the already existing clothing items, or just the new items that are going into stores?
Okay, so the reason why I'm focusing on Woolworths is because they are a South African company, and I filed in the week prior my patent for this idea. So I have patent rights in South Africa. So Woolworths is a South African base, so I have rights over here. And so it will not be only new clothes. So I will collaborate with Woolworths. I will bring out my own collection of items and the already existing items that they have to build a basic wardrobe. So clothing that fit most of the time with each other. So when you look at t-shirts, it's color-based, so it's white, black, navy, and gray. That's the most colors that fit with most pants. And I have a massive document about fashion and stuff, so I can't remember everything now, but yeah, that's the Mark I collection.
What happens when all your customers post on their socials?
They get commission if they generate a sale.
And that what happens to your profit margins? It's a cool marketing strategy, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just want to understand, how does that now influence your profit margin?
So all the money that I'm saving on marketing, I think will cancel each other out when you calculate the commission that we are losing on the sales.
Are you sure? But anyway.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't done all the research. This is an idea that I have, and I want to take forward at 100%.
Do you have financial projections for us, maybe?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a triple XL, not a medium.
So you want? So you want one?
I'm a triple XL, my man.
You want one?
Thank you, Rudy.
Okay,
Finally, we have Gundo Mulaudzi, founder of PregNandi, a platform dedicated to creating a supportive community for parents, educating them on what to expect during pregnancy. Gundo, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight I'll be presenting PregNandi. It takes a village to raise a child. So PregNandi was founded by myself and my beautiful co-founder, Zizipho. So Zizi and I have been fortunate enough to become a part of Enactus, which gave us the opportunity to kickstart our website. So why PregNandi? PregNandi solves 3 problems. Firstly, there's an overwhelming amount of information and there's contradicting information. There's also limited pregnancy resources in one's home language. And lastly, there's less community in this post-traditional world. So how does PregNandi solve that? So firstly, we will have professionals such as midwives and therapists available on our app that you can communicate to one-on-one to get real information. And secondly, we will provide resources in your home language, whether that's Afrikaans, Zulu, or Sotho. And lastly, we provide a chat community in this digital age where most parents are Gen Z, myself, and we're online. So who exactly is our target audience? Our target audience consists of expecting moms and dads, and moms who want to maintain eating healthy and exercising throughout their pregnancy journey. So what exactly then is our go-to marketing strategy? So we will be implementing social media, word of mouth, as well as pop-up stores. So word of mouth looks like communications at baby clinics, between midwives, preschools, and then social media. We've all heard of influencers and content creators. Well, we would take advantage of that and use family content creators, as well as humor and relatable content. And lastly, pop-up stores. So we would then go to public spaces like malls, where we would have PregNandi stores where your aunts and your uncles will get to be exposed to PregNandi. So who are our competitors and what exactly is our competitive advantage? So as you can see, we have The Bump, we have Baby Center, Mom Connect, and What to Expect. Now, quite frankly, all these apps are very similar to PregNandi, but there's two things that we have that they do not have. Firstly, again, you can access our resources in your home language. They do not have that. And secondly, I mentioned how we have a chat community. This is wired to your local area. So you're not talking to some auntie in the United States. No, you're talking to someone who lives within your local area who can recommend a preschool or a clinic. So what is our market size? As you can see, there's 1.2 million children that are born every single year. This means that we can expect 2.4 million parents yearly, with about 30% of South Africans belonging to the middle class, meaning that they would be able to afford PregNandi, and with a projection of over 900 million and an 8.82 annual growth rate. So our revenue model, our revenue stream. So we will be charging subscriptions. We will be using the value-based pricing plan by 45 rands per month with an expectation of 1,000 users. That's about 45,000 rands per month, as you can see, as well as 540,000 rands annually. We will also have in-app purchases as well as workshops in which we will take 10% from, and we'll also have PregNandi merch, such as your baby bags. So what exactly are we asking for? So one of our biggest financial challenges is basically partnering with midwives as well as therapists. We would need to be able to pay them. So according to my research that I worked on, midwives get paid around 200 rands per hour, and we would expect our midwives to work about 12 hours per week, amounting to 2,400 rands per week, and annually 124,800. As I mentioned, we were part of Enactus, and this allowed us to start a website. So we would need to continue to maintain this website with 1,100 rands meant for the website, 150 for our domain, 1,000 rands for our subscription plugins. And lastly, marketing expenses. As I mentioned, we would have pop-ups. That means we need a stall. We will also need to pay these content creators that I spoke about, as well as run your regular ads on Instagram and Facebook. So with that said, we welcome you, PregNandi moms and dads. We're excited to journey with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gundo. Judges, still confining you to 2 questions. Are there any questions?
Thank you for a wonderful presentation. One of your competitors there is What to Expect. And I've been fortunate to use their free service.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is pregnant.
Congratulations.
Why would I pay 45 rand a month when I can get this thing for free?
So we actually have a free plan that everybody has access to. But once you want to start consulting with midwives and therapists, that's where fees start getting involved. But if you want exercising plans, eating plans, basic resources, we have that available for free for everyone to use. It's when you now want access to professionals where you need to start paying some sort of fee.
Thank you so much, Gundu. I think for me, what is important is it's good and well that you've got this app for people, your target audiences. Mm-hmm. But for my aunt, or this teenage pregnancies that is on the search, how will they access if, they don't have the money? How will they access the much needed thing? Because that's the challenge in our communities.
So, like I mentioned, we do have the free plan available where they can still access basic resources. I think, like you said, one of the biggest struggles would be getting attention from those midwives and therapists. But according to our research, we used a value-based pricing strategy in which we surveyed, and we found out from people how much they would actually be willing to pay. And we saw that 45 rands was the most affordable that they could do. Thank you.
Say no one.
They said 2 questions.
Yeah, this is my second one.
This is the second one.
This is the second
Okay, you can.
Okay.
How do you plan to generate profits if you only have clients that only use your free service?
I'm thinking of like online ads. When people use a free service, there's online ads. There's also exposure as well to the midwives that we have. So when we partner with the midwives, they understand that they also get some sort of exposure from that. So in that, if clients do book that midwife because of the exposure, we would, again, like I said, we would get a 10% cut from that.
Thank you so much, Gundo.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached my favorite part of the program. We will now take a short break for the main course. Please enjoy your meal and we will continue shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, while you're enjoying your delicious dinner, we will be continuing with the program of the evening. We are now moving to the second category, and that is the research-based ventures category. These projects are backed by research and innovation and are aimed at addressing significant challenges in various sectors within the country and abroad. Our first research-based venture is Achlet Wamu from Cameroon, the founder of Deas Delights, which is dedicated to reviving our food heritage through innovative, ancient grain-based products. Achlet, you may make your way to the stage.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're still enjoying your meal. I'm coming in peace, okay? So, I'm sure this is not a coincidence because I'm here to speak about food. Yeah. I'm here to present my baby, but before I introduce this baby to you, tell me, what would be the first thing that you would think about if I tell you, let's go back to the source and reconsider what we eat? Deas Delight is a brand that promotes healthy food products made from ancient grains. Here is my baby. I'm a Cameroonian based in South Africa, and I'm also a mother. Above everything, I'm a food whisperer. It's all about food with me, but not what you're eating. So we have realized that all over the world, 17 million of consumers are dying every year because of cardiovascular diseases. 20 million of them are suffering from malnutrition, and in South Africa, the level of obesity is extremely high. Do you believe it? And this is because we are what we eat. Do not pay attention to your plate. Just fix your eyes on me. But what if I tell you that you can eat everything? Yes, no more restriction. You can eat more bread, more pasta, more pizza. You can snack as much as you like. You just need to incorporate ancient grains into what you eat. Eat, drink, and be healthy. Life is so beautiful. So what are ancient grains? These are staple crops from the ancient civilization, well known by our forefathers. If your grandfather is still alive, just call him, and he will tell you. These grains are very rich in protein, micronutrient, and dietary fiber. I'm sure you have heard of amaranth, spelt, quinoa, sorghum. These are ancient grains that you can eat. So, Deas Delight is delighted to offer you what you like in a healthy manner. We will just ensure that you have all the micro and macronutrients that your body needs. This passion of being a food whisperer started since my childhood. But by then, food was food to me, you understand? But everything changed in 2018 when I visited Ethiopia with my family. Their cuisine, mostly made with ancient grain base, was like a symphony of texture and flavor to my taste buds. And I said to myself, what if I change what I'm eating? I just substitute some ingredient and eat everything, no more restriction. Have the freedom to eat what you like, but being conscious of your health. So I decided to compose my own culinary symphony, and I'm here to share it with all health-conscious consumers, irrespective of your age. The global market size of ancient grain is growing rapidly, and it has been predicted to go higher than this by 2025, up to $6.4 billion. So being conscious of this, we have decided to opt for the omni-channel marketing. And by doing so, our direct competitors will be Woolworth, and all the retail stores and bakeries will be regarded as our indirect competitors. Also, we believe that our collaboration with Norwest University and the ability to bring this network that will link African producers with European consumers will be regarded as some of our competitive advantages. With regard to the intellectual property, we know that recipe cannot be patented. But often of time, consumers buy or ask food product or brand based on the trademark. So we will abide under this trademark. In order to start and run this business for 12 months, we need 5.2 million rand. Yes, that's why I need you to be my friend. And I say it is a baby. So this is how we're gonna use that money. We are visionary. Our vision is to become one of the most loved and influential health food brands in Africa and in Europe by 2035. This evening, you have the opportunity to become my friend, actually my baby friend, by taking this decision of promoting the benefit of including ancient grain into our daily diet. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ahlet. Judges, are there any questions? We're still sticking to 2. No questions? Oh, there are questions. Okay, cool.
Also, sorry, in front of you, you have some samples of what we offer. Yes. This snack is made from spurred flour. As you can see on the packaging, it has all the nutritional content that your body needs. We have 3 flavors: vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Thank you so much for this. I think for me, you are targeting something that is really needed. I've tasted, I was told not to, but as a foodie myself, I've already tasted some of these goodies. But why would you want to start and manufacture yourself the products that you are currently doing? Wouldn't you want to outsource your product first to people that are already in the space?
Because I want to remove this barrier of always putting food restriction. And I want people to know that you can eat everything. For instance, you can eat your fat cake by just substituting your all flour purpose with the sorghum flour. So I want to create more awareness and increase the ability to know that we can eat everything. I want consumers, people all around me, to know that actually you can eat everything because you are what you eat. So do not put restriction. Eat, enjoy what you eat, and be mindful of what you eat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. My first question is, what would then be your payback period for the 5 million that you're asking for?
12 months. Sorry, come again, please?
Your payback period.
Oh, my payback period. Yeah. I think I didn't think about it because I'm just an aspiring entrepreneur. So please, you're more than welcome, all the experts that are here, to help me with this question. 5 years, yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, last question from me is with regards to sustainability, because if you are going to manufacture yourself or whether you are going to outsource, depending on what you are going to do, which you are leaning more towards manufacturing this product yourself, is in terms of cultivation, because that's a big problem. How do you intend getting your supply to be sustainable, and any plans in terms of cultivation?
Okay, so can I please quickly go back on my slide? There on the competitive advantages. So if you see here, I've highlighted the unique and interesting flavor from West and East Africa. I've been in East Africa, especially in Ethiopia, and I know where to take these ingredients. I'm from Cameroon, and we have amaranth all over our places.
Just a quick follow-up. There's an issue in terms of bioprospecting with regards to plants. So you can't, the law says you can't just take whatever that is there and for commercial use. So hence you can't say, yes, it is all over in Cameroon, wherever, but also secondly, there's a variety of, your chemical composition changes in terms of where you are harvesting. That's why I was asking you in terms of sustainability.
Okay.
And you must think about the law.
Yes.
You can't just take and commercialize.
Okay, thank you so much. So, like I've said earlier, I'm just an aspiring. And I think I will just go and see some of my lecturers in consumer department and nutrition. And yeah, I think they will help me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Achlet. Next, we have Rebaone Molefe, founder of Ribalizer, a solution designed to enhance the efficiency of organic fertilizers, improving crop health and sustainability. Rebaone Ribalizers.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ribalizer Molefe. I'm a PhD student in agriculture.
Please put the mic on your mouth. Thank you.
I'm a PhD student in agricultural sciences and a chief farming officer of Matlaliso Farming Empire. Farming has always been part of my life because I was blessed to have a grandmother that was a subsistence farmer. Now, my grandmother would always use organic fertilizers such as chicken manure to grow her crops. Believe me when I say that these memories have stuck with me ever since. Because 30 years later, I found myself pursuing a PhD that focuses on ways in which organic fertilizers can help improve soil health. Now, the problem with organic fertilizers is that organic fertilizers release nutrients slowly as compared to synthetic fertilizers. And during my master's, I discovered that due to the increase in population and the increase in the demand of food, our farmers are under pressure, and this would result in them using extensive synthetic fertilizers. You see, this would not only cause nutrient depletion to our soils, but it would also cause acidification. Now, this is where I come in. This is where I've come to change the narrative. I've come to give our farmers a solution that will not only give them fast release of nutrients, but a solution that will also give them sustainability in soil health. And I give them a product, a game-changing product called the Ribalizer. You see, what the Ribalizer contains more agents that would help break down nutrients into the soil and then transmit them to our plants for absorption. Oh my God, I forgot these slides. Sorry. They would transmit our nutrients to the plants so that the plants would absorb them during critical stages of growth. The Ribalizer is so easy to use, and it is quite user-friendly for our farmers because our farmers would only take a little amount of it and then incorporate it into their chicken manure extract. The Ribalizer, you can add it to your existing irrigation systems. For the Ribalizer, to protect it, we will be pursuing trademark registrations and patents. We will also be licensing the IP rights with the Northwest University. Because it has its own formulation, its unique formulation, we are seeking to protect it not in South Africa, but in other countries. Our target market is a vast one. We target farmers locally, not just locally, but internationally. You see, we have, according to statistics, we have 250 farmers in Africa and 500 in the whole world. So you can imagine how much we'll be making. We have also target organic farmers, which are those who just want to use organic fertilizers and are looking for the ones that will be releasing fast nutrients. We'll also be looking targeting eco-friendly commercial farmers. These ones use synthetic fertilizers, but they are aware that you need something to help your soil. We have 3 marketing plans, which is branding and position. The first one is to make a brand that will help our Ribalizer to stand out. This one will resonate with our farmers, and we will also go for digital marketing strategy. I've noticed that a lot of farmers go into Facebook, so I will be looking into Facebook more. We have strategic partners and alliance. This one will help us with credibility and expansion. Ribalizer is cost-effective when compared to our competitors. It helps with taking nutrients from the soil and to the plants, helping our plants absorb them quite easily. It helps your soil, reduces pH because of the calcium carbonate in it, and our farmers will be happy with it because they wouldn't need to just spend a lot on it. To venture into this project, we'll be asking for 1.5 million to start with the business and run for 12 months. Our biggest vision is to see an Africa with zero hunger, productive lands, and healthy soils, and 250 million subsistence and emerging farmers with a spare container of the Ribalizer in their cupboards. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Riba. Judges, questions?
Yeah, sitting among these men, they always say ladies first. Riba, thank you so much for this. I'm glad to see that you are doing a PhD with a product. Many of us are always doing these things with frameworks, which, I mean, the current funding requires people to show product. I'm happy to see that you are in that space. My question is, you talk about cost effectiveness. You see, I've got a problem with this cost effectiveness if you don't show me the numbers. And your competitors. There are many people that are doing organic fertilizers, which is good. I mean, and farmers have, I don't know what is the English word. They are stubborn. My number one question is, how are you going to penetrate the market with farmers because of their stubborn nature? To convince them that your product works. Any plans for that? That's my question. The second question is cost effectiveness. I mean, Guano Boost, one of these organic fertilizers, have got a specific range. I mean, they are 5 liters currently going for 200 rand. Where are you fitting in terms of the price? Because you also have the upper end where people are charging 600 or 1.2 in that regard. Thank you.
Okay. So for the first question, I will be conducting trials very soon. So in those trials, we'll be able to show our farmers, "Oh, this is what our product can do for you. It will help boost your plant in this way and help you improve your soil." For the cost effectiveness question, hey. That one, you see, when you said 200, you got me there. But the Ribalizer will be quite cheap because you only need a small amount of it, right? Like you only need about 3% of it for it to work for you.
Thank you, Riba, for your honesty.
Hi, Reba.
Hello.
Thank you for a good presentation. Finally, there's someone who's attaching research to this organic fertilizers that we are producing. I'd very much like to collaborate with you.
Thank you, sir.
My question to you then would be, with Ribalizer, what are the risks associated with your business as well as your product?
Risk associated with my business as well. Well, honestly, we don't have risks, sorry? You know, with Ribalizer, you know how chicken manure they would say that apply it after a certain period of time because of the ammonia release into the soil there. So Ribalizer would be a risk in terms of maybe having miscalculated the amount of calcium we would have to incorporate in our solution in the Ribalizer mixture.
So say you get an investor, what would be my exit strategy? Or what are you looking for in an investor or in a collaboration? Are you planning any collaborations?
Yes, I am. That is one of wait, my slides. Sorry, can I have my slides, please? Yeah, so it's one of the marketing strategy plans that I have, whereby I will be looking for a collaborator that is within the field and understands these things, who will help me expand and give me some sort of credibility, since we are only just starting.
Okay, just advice, not question. Please consider collaborating with SAB for their barley. Please consider collaborating with the cannabis infrastructure that's coming up, as well as grain. Grain is a bit saturated at the moment, but if you look at alcohol and cannabis, that will probably be your biggest bet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Reba.
We are done.
Our next pitch is by Carly van der Merwe, founder of Helio Glow Bio-Friendly Sunscreen, a product that offers superior protection without the harmful chemical effects found in conventional sunscreen. Thank you.
Testing, okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm sure we all know that the sun is quite important for life on Earth. But we've also heard some dermatologists somewhere say that the UV rays are very harmful. So UVA, that causes hyperpigmentation as well as premature aging, and then UVB, that causes our classic sunburn, and then DNA damage, which leads to skin cancer, is something that we need to be protected from. It's not just a suggestion, it is a necessity. But the sunscreens that are currently on the market have failed to strike the balance between effective protection and their environmental responsibility. So we have chemical UV filters that are used in sunscreens. This is oxybenzone or octinoxate, and then as well inorganic filters that are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. So when these chemicals are washed off into the ocean, they have been linked to cause coral reef damage. This is called coral bleaching. This has led to places like Hawaii as well as Palau completely banning sunscreens that contain these ingredients because of their harmful effects. But on the plus side, the global market of sunscreen is absolutely booming at the moment, estimated to reach $22 billion by 2032. As this market grows, consumers are increasingly looking for something that is more than just a UV filter. They want a solution, something that protects them from the UV, but also our planet. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the gap that we are poised to fill. Allow me to introduce Helio Glow, an absolute breakthrough in skin protection. We have developed a revolutionary aliphatic amino acid-based compound that effectively absorbs UVA as well as UVB. But wait, there's more. My product is not only a broad-spectrum UV protectant, it is biodegradable, thus environmentally friendly. It is a vegan formula, cruelty-free, non-toxic, paraben-free, as well as fragrance-free. Here you can see the UV absorbance of the Helio Glow compound, effectively absorbing UVA and UVB. But in comparison to other filters that are on the market, here you can see that they mostly absorb either one or the other, and also not as effectively. So Helio Glow doesn't just tick all the boxes, it goes beyond that. So the next step to bring Helio Glow to the market is critical. Something that everyone looks for when they buy a sunscreen is the SPF rating. But this is obviously a bit harder to get, so we need to conduct clinical trials. For clinical trials to be conducted, we need ethical clearance, which takes a bit of a while. But we also need a larger sample size and as well the capability to produce and distribute Helio Glow on a larger scale. But like any entrepreneurial journey, we are facing some obstacles. At the moment, we lack the financial and production capabilities to fully commercialize Helio Glow. So, to bring Helio Glow to the market, this is an estimated budget plan. It is a bit steep, but this is to completely complete the study and bring Helio Glow to the shops where you can buy them. The intellectual property of our research belongs to the Northwest University, but me and my team would be more than happy to share our research with you if you are willing to sign an NDA. So, in conclusion, Helio Glow is more than just another sunscreen. It is a forward-thinking solution that addresses the dual concerns of effective protection as well as environmental sustainability. After 8 years of research, 4 published articles, 3 pending patents, as well as 3 PCTs, we have brought you a product that is an effective UV absorbent in a sustainable package. We can change entirely the sunscreen market with a little bit of help. We are here to give consumers a greener and safer choice to protect themselves as well as the planet. So let us protect our skin and the earth together. Thank you.
Thank you, Carly. Judges?
Thank you so much. I recently found out that some of the sunscreens on the market cause cancer.
That's true.
Thank you for this. But compared to those cancerous substances, how much?
So, substances, they do cause cancer. Yes. So this is typically oxybenzone and octinoxate, as well as the parabens. So they have been shown to maybe cause hormone level disruption, as well as DNA mutations, and this causes the cancer. Our product does not contain anything that causes this. So that which you hold in front of you is safe to use. It will not cause cancer.
But how much is it compared to these other ones?
Cost-wise. Cost-wise. So, of course, we are producing this at lab level. So this is small scale, and we're using lab-grade ingredients. So it is a bit expensive. At the moment, that little bottle is 500 Rand. Okay, but if we are able to upscale our production, then it would be much cheaper, and also we will be able to further the research to even incorporate more sustainable ingredients. So it would be made a lot cheaper if we are able to get the financial support to conduct the study.
What is your current cost input?
For the formulation,
yeah.
500.
500?
Yes.
For one bottle?
Yes. Because...
And the scalability, I'm so sorry guys, like this is really good. I'm really sorry. What will then be the new, when
the new price
with the new scalability in place?
So unfortunately, we don't know this at the moment for sure, because we need the upscaling is going to take a while.
Okay.
So to produce, but it will be significantly less, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Yes. No, don't worry.
Thank you so much for this.
Pleasure.
I appreciate you. Ik waardeer.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. I've tested your product. I like the texture and the feel of it.
Thank you.
And the absorption.
Yes, the absorption is, there's a lot of other nice stuff in there. Don't worry. I didn't have time.
Thank you so much. The only concern I have is, with clinical trials, it's very expensive. For me, why would you want to first establish a batch plant when you can outsource? I mean, you're a startup. Why don't you start from that instead of doing your own? Because now you are saying you still have to run clinical trials, but in terms of your budget, I don't see that. And with regulation in terms of getting a product certified, whether through SAPRA, EMA, and FDA, it's quite a journey.
It is.
For me, I would have prioritized that instead of operating a small plant, because the 4 million will literally help you to get your product somewhere else instead of operating the plant, and think of outsourcing because you are starting. There's nothing wrong with going up and big. So I think for me that is the only concern I have. And you talk about commercialization and you just say transport and accommodation.
Yeah, no, I know it is. We are not very sure about that at the moment because all the research belongs to the Northwest University. So outsourcing is a bit unclear. So it's not as easy as it would assume to be. But we are definitely looking to get other companies to invest and to help us. We do have Biomedical Emporium at the moment that are interested in helping us, and they have a very large platform, which will also help with marketing as well. So we are looking into other resources to help us, yes. It's not something we are ignoring, yeah.
I think just as a comment to all these aspiring entrepreneurs and things, there are many ways to kill a cat. When you start with what you have. I mean, there are many large contract manufacturers you have to sign contracts with for them to help you get your product into the market. And once you are done that phase, then you can look at establishing a facility to be able to produce for yourself, because your return on investment in terms of starting early with your own plant, there's maintenance, there's accreditation. Those are things that you cannot afford as a startup unless there's a multi-million or billion rand Rupert somewhere sitting in the Northwest. I don't know.
No,
but your product has got value, so think about
that's definitely, we will think about that. Thank you very much. We will definitely consider it.
Thank you very much, Carly. Judges, thank you very much. Our final pitch for the evening is by Tato Pahlane founder of PharmaFlow, a mobile app that modernizes stock management in clinics to improve patient outcomes. Tato?
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the end of the evening. Thank you for all staying till the end. I was afraid the room would be empty by the time I got to pitch. So I'm glad you're all still here. Okay, my name is Tato Patlane, and before I tell you all about PharmaFlow, let me tell you about the duo. So, as I said, I'm Tato Patlane. I'm a final year B-Pharm student. Yes, we did it. Yes. And with my partner is Ribalizer Musiani, and she is the computer engineer that helped me. She helped me make my vision come to life, basically. Okay. So, our reality. I don't know if you guys are just like me. I hate going to Home Affairs. I hate going to the traffic department, mainly because it's a whole day event. You kind of have to put out your whole day to do this. You have to pack a little lunch because you know you're going to be there for a while. So now imagine doing that, putting away your whole day, and even if you're in a rural community, you know that you also have to travel. So this is also, it's tiring. I know I'm always in a mood after I come back from there. So imagine going through all that effort and then getting to the hospital, getting to the pharmacy, getting to the window, and having the pharmacist on the other side tell you, hey, listen, we do not currently have your medication in stock. So this is something that we are trying to fix. So what is the problem that we are actually trying to target? So stock problems are not only due to a lack of resources, but they can also be, they're mostly due to a lack of stock management. So overstocking, understocking, expired stock. The government alone spends millions of rands trying to dispose of expired stock. Pharmacists also, so I'm a student and I've had to work in these facilities for a while, and you do all the jobs that no one wants to do, and they're very tedious. Having to go to every ward to see what levels they're on so that you can make sure that they're stocked up, it's a lot of work, and I feel like it's also not a good use of the resources, of the skills that we're being taught. As a pharmacist, I want to work with the patient, I want time with the patient, and that me having to do all of that takes my time away from my patients. So that is something that we're trying to address. And what did we do? We came with the PharmaFlow app. So PharmaFlow is an app that, or a software that tries to centralize stock levels within these facilities. You would not believe that it actually does. It's not there, because I was actually in Wolmaranstad working for the last 3 weeks, and I suffered. Guys, I really did suffer. So what does our app do? So our app basically centralizes stock control systems in these facilities. So when a facility receives stock, they can use a QR code, and it also has image recognition, and they're able to upload their figures and their numbers into the website. And it also is very user-friendly. So the one thing I'm going to talk about a little bit later is that it does not require you to change your whole dispensing system. It's an attachment that you can make to an already existing system. And I'll tell you why that is an advantage a little bit later. So one thing that this app also does, it allows the pharmacy to regulate stock levels throughout the facility without actually having to physically go check, because that is a time-consuming activity. So what does that mean? So if Ward A is running out of substances, it'll send an alert to the pharmacy saying, hey, Ward A does not have this. So then we are able to go fill them up. And it'll also send alerts when levels are getting too low. So once a level reaches a certain amount, depending on the usage of that item, then it'll send an alert to the pharmacy manager that, hey, you now need to stock this substance because it's getting too low for comfort. It will also reduce the expired stock that we have in these facilities. So by that, when you enter it into the system, it has a batch number, and it also has an expiry date. So when we have that expiry date and batch number, it'll tell you, hey, these substances are short dated. Make sure that you dispense them first. And when we are dispensing medication to wards and to the dispensary, it also allows us to tell whoever's picking the medication which batch to pick. So that will also help us not have expired stock. Another feature that we're very excited about is the fact that it centralizes the stock for all the facilities. So basically, if I am working at Ikageng and you are working at in another facility that's close by, Potch Hospital, that may be, and I have expiring stock, I can share it with your facility facility because I'm able to see your levels also on that exact program. Okay, so who's our market? So this was created with government facilities in mind because it was I did not like doing the stocks, so I created an app too, so I don't have to do the stock anymore. So our targets are clinics, they are the CHCs, the hospitals, and also the beauty of this is that it does not just have to be limited to our country. It can be, we know that we live in Africa, which is mostly developing. So it's a system that we can use in hospitals all around the developing countries. And for scalability, we aim to start with just the smaller clinics, mobile clinics, and the CHCs, because those have lower stock levels and are easier to manage. Okay, so regulatory and compliance. So the software does protect personal data as required, and it also has role-based access. What does that mean? That means that not everyone that has access to the app or has access to the software will be able to access everything on it. And intellectual property software is protected by copyright license from the NWU. And as I said, we stand out because we do not require you to change your whole dispensing system. It's an attachment that you can add to an already existing system. It's an attachment you can add to an already existing system, so that makes it more affordable than the other systems that are currently available on the market. Okay, so these are just some of the figures that we have there, and I just want to also emphasize that we are a social impact-focused company. So our company focuses on making healthcare better for the people in our country and continent. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tato. Judges, your questions?
Thank you, Tato, and your crew. So we are not making money from this?
No, so we will be making money from it. So as you, I don't know if you can get the slides back on the board, please.
Yes, no?
Okay, so here we said that we would start maybe with a freemium model and then charge the facilities a subscription in year 3. And also, it will also be licensed to private sector that wishes to use it. It will also have to pay a nominal license fee to use it. So that's the current plan.
So what would be the payback period?
The payback period, I'm not completely sure on that. I would have to get advice from that. I'm not, because I don't know how much we would charge for the subscription yet. We have not determined the subscription price first. Question. Yeah, we have not determined the subscription price yet. I think we would then evaluate how much it costs to run it in these 2 years, and then we would base that base the subscription fee on that amount.
Isn't there something similar that you can base your cost or pricing with?
So the thing is, that's why we would like to first see it in action. Would first like to see it in these facilities, and then base it off that and what our goals are. And also, I'm not really knowledgeable on how to run finances in a company or anything like that. I'm just a girl that studies pharmacy, so I would definitely get advice on that.
I can point a few in this room already, ne?
Okay.
I can point a few people. Warabile is one. Yeah, you must ask for help.
Okay.
Please.
So, we do have a working model of the software already. So that's why the next stage would then be finding facilities to participate in the trial run, basically.
Are you already speaking to anyone?
So I had a pitch like a month ago, and one of the judges in that pitch actually had connections to the MEC in Gauteng. So that's currently the person I'm trying to raise up to, you know, to see if they can allow us to test it in some of the facilities. But we are in the process of arranging meetings and stuff.
Do facilities in South Africa have the necessary equipment to run your app?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tato, thank you very much. I think coming from someone that supports a lot of innovations in health, one of the biggest challenges with your product is good for government, I must say. They always struggle. The medical depot is a big, they're also having challenges themselves. So there's a tender out that they're looking for ICT gurus to integrate in terms of supply chains of medical stock. So this will definitely work with government, but you know, with the NIH, NHI, yeah, that's also, how are you going to incorporate what you're currently doing with that? And your biggest challenge would be having government accept, because they don't just take, especially the Department of Health, they're the most stubborn people that you'll struggle to get. So any mitigations or plans for you to get your product with them?
So with regard to the NHI, I had the privilege of going to Wolmaranstad, which was one of the facilities where the first NHI pilot was launched. So I was able to see what the NHI could be in that facility. So they did launch a few pilots in the Northwest. So one of them was in Wolmaranstad. So I was able to see if this is something that would work with that system as well. And it is, this is still a need, this is still a problem, because things still need to be done physically. And that we still have the same problem, even though the pilot was already sent out. So I think that it would still be effective in that regard. And also in terms of entering the government space. So that's what I really appreciate about the product, is the fact that it's not just limited to the South African government. We live in Africa, and the need is around Africa. So I'm also not limiting where I would take it to just South Africa.
No, thank you very much. I think we must have a conversation with you, because the CSIR is developing, well, it's part of helping the DOH with the NHI for medical records and things like that. So I find there's something that we can help you there and see if what they're doing, how the integration part, because the big issue is the integration into the system. No. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tato. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our pitch presentations for the evening. And for everyone in this room who has a sweet tooth, you're about to love me now, because it's time for dessert. But before that, Lienta?
Before that, we would love to call our chairman of the board of NW Enterprises, Mr. Kenny Zetson, to the stage to share his ideas and his impressions about what he saw tonight, and also a little bit more about what NW Enterprises is all about.
Thank you. I feel like a rock star with the lights. I've prepared a bit of notes because I was asked to speak, even though I had an engagement, but I felt that this event is important because out of this event, hopefully you'll sing our praises going forward as another startup, because we're speaking about startups this evening. But firstly, I would like to acknowledge, the distinguished guest here today, Professor van der Merwe, Professor Grobler, and all the other academics. I'll get to know you in time, so please be acknowledged. I would also like to thank Duncan. I'm sure you all know him. He's been running it around. He's been doing the heavy lifting in setting up NWU Enterprises. He's shown a lot of resilience, tolerance, and has been prodding away in trying to shape and design this entity. And we are at a point now where we feel that not only did we have our inaugural meeting, but we are at a point where we are in an action mode. You know, we are going to be hunters from now onwards, Duncan. That's your mandate. And I also want to acknowledge fellow board member, Dinell, for also taking the time to join us. My name, as it has been mentioned, I'm Kenny Setson. I'm honored to have been appointed as chair of the board of NW Enterprises. I will wholeheartedly embrace this role, recognizing the immense potential that NW Enterprises holds in addressing some of the financial challenges that the university is faced with. As a wholly owned subsidiary of the university, NWU Enterprises specializes in project identification, formation, execution services. Our platform effectively connects the university research expertise with customers seeking to leverage knowledge and solutions that can advance their business objectives. Our offering encompasses a diverse array of services, from research-driven inventions and innovations that can be commercially directed to consulting services included. This mission aligns seamlessly with the work of the Technology Transfer and Innovation Support Office, connecting research-based inventions and high-tech startups with opportunities in the public domain. We strive to be a catalyst of innovation at the intersection of academia and society, creating transformative ventures that promote sustainability and deliver meaningful societal impact. Just bear with me. Our clientele spans a wide spectrum, including individuals, commercial enterprises, government agencies at all levels, both locally and internationally. In our response to clients' unique needs, we will assemble and deploy a multidisciplinary team that collaborates effortlessly to provide best-in-class solutions supported by the robust project management oversight and execution inherent in NW Enterprises. I'm particularly excited about the opportunity to harness the diverse backgrounds and expertise of my fellow board members as we pursue projects that are bolstered by the talent of the university academics and students. The university is a natural repository of knowledge, innovation, and invention and expertise that must be commercialized and never allowed to remain dormant. To foster a thriving South Africa, we need a significant surge in entrepreneurship, particularly in the technological sector. In fact, we need an explosion of technological innovation. This would not only stimulate economic growth and job creation, but will also consequentially address some of our societal ills as a country. The formation of NWU Enterprises marks the beginning of a journey that promises to create a lasting impact on society while also unlocking new and exciting opportunities for the university. And as far as this evening tonight, I just like the energy, and it started with Professor van der Merwe. You know, I think you set the tone, and everything followed suit. Don't you agree? Everybody put their best foot forward. And as I said, we are going to be hunters. We are going to look for those opportunities from the family of the university. And we are ready to be there to support you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for dessert. Judges, it's time to deliberate.
you can settle down, then we can end this evening and start partying. Okay, I'm going to ask Junior Lungweni to come and join me on stage. And usually I don't read as much, but I'm going to read this speech because this is the Bongani Foundation Prize for Sustainability. And since they couldn't be here this evening, they wrote this speech for me to read on their behalf. So the Bongani Foundation is a non-profit foundation based in the Netherlands and Cape Town, with the aim of helping micro-entrepreneurs in developing countries. It consists out of a team of South Africans, of which 2 are NWU alumni, whose shared interest in entrepreneurship and a passion for giving back eventually led to the birth of the foundation. Combining their experience from the corporate world, they are able to assist these micro-entrepreneurs with mentorship, capital contributions, and making introductions to various other organizations that can assist the entrepreneurs on their entrepreneurial journey. The Bongani Foundation Prize awards a project which offers the most exciting, ambitious, yet realistic intervention to promote social, economic, and/or environmental sustainability. Specifically, for the social and economic dimensions, local empowerment and impact, they have considered. And for the environmental dimension, the project considers circularity and waste reduction principles. So we had no say in who receives this award. It was made entirely by the Bongani Foundation. And therefore, the foundation has selected Tatu Pelani and her team from Farmer Flow You were so excited that you didn't even listen to why they chose her. But it's fine. So they said that we value her commitment to creating a social impact through a scalable, potentially cross-border solution to supporting public healthcare systems, easing access to healthcare, as well as optimizing medicine distribution, and thereby reducing... I'm not done! And thereby... Now I zoom too much. I will get to it now. Okay. Need to find it again. Easing access to healthcare as well as optimizing medicine distribution and thereby reducing waste. We are proud to award the Sustainability Prize to Farmer Flow and wish them luck in making this idea a reality. Okay, and we had a whole speech plan for the rest, and then the judges became so excited that they decided that they want to award the rest of the prizes themselves. So I would like to welcome Dumi to the stage to come and announce the top 3 candidates, one by one. Each will get their own fireworks. But wait for Dumi to finish his speech before starting to support. If you speech. If you don't speech, it's fine. No, you didn't. Okay, so first he will cover the side hustles, and then we'll get to the research-based ventures with Katie.
Good evening, all protocol observed. thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to stand up here. It's truly an honor, and I'm humbled that I'm about to give these prizes. Please note that all the projects I thoroughly enjoyed. If you didn't win today, it doesn't mean that your project is not worth it. It only means that you need to put in more effort in making your dream clearer for the rest of us. And it's your dream. It's not to us, so not for us to pursue it. It's for you to pursue it and believe in it. So we may not believe in it today, but it doesn't mean that we won't believe in it next year when you invite me again, right? All right, so to start off, I'm going to start off with number 3. The project that won number 3 is Afari's driving school. I was especially impressed with your project because I remember when I was a student here at the Northwest University, and I finished and I still didn't have a license. I have a degree, but I don't have a license. In South Africa, what's the point? All right. The second prize goes to the blueprint. They were talking about sustainability and the impact that these projects that we heard today have on our everyday. And yours is by far the most pragmatic of them all. We all see it. The judges see it. So please, fast bait. Then become the youngest billionaire in here. All right, and the winner is, drum roll, Barcode X. As you can see, Miniere, the people that are most happy in this room are men. Even me, I was dressed by my wife. Eh? Don't look at me like this was all her. All right, I'm done with my duties for the evening. Thank you so much. I will call my fellow judge to do the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I think for me it's frightening to be on the stage. Those who are here for the past 1 hour or so presenting their brilliant work. Thank you very much. The stage is not, it's not doing it. It's not making the pots. Yeah, thank you very much. I think from the research-based category, we were very impressed. It's always good to see science being translated. I think for me, the biggest thing is the impact. And in all the presentations, that's what we looked for, the impact. And the biggest one was sustainability. So our number 3, is Ribalizer. Thank you so much. I think for us is considering the potential with that business, especially supporting the emerging farmers and subsistence farmers, But remember that farmers in general are stubborn. So finding your product into that market must not make us regret why you are here on the stage. You need to put effort and do what you need to do. Put on your big panties, girl, and do the work. Sure. One of the toughest decisions that we had to make. We've got a surprise for you guys. We've got 2 number 2s. We were torn between a rock and a hard place, but 2 distinct things were there. It's about sustainability. Both of them spoke to that aspect and the impact. So food and health is one thing for me. So as the judges, we've decided to give Diella Delights and Farmer Flow the number 2 spot. I think for me, my passion for entrepreneurship combined with science is seeing female excellence. So I'm putting a challenge to researchers out here. You see, you've got food and pharmacy. Somebody needs to study the integration between their products and see how it affects the health and contribute to the public health. Hair food, what does it do to my body? And then does it affect certain medicines that I'm drinking? Here's a research project for you guys. Hi, Nia Mansa. Where is my scriber? My scriber, you are definitely fired for today. Apologies, colleague. Iggy, I think we must make a dance move while we we correct an error. You know, humans, we've got some errors. So please, with the Sunday spirit, with the spirit of Jesus, we ask for forgiveness. We do have a winner, you know. Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, we needed to do that. Thank you so much. We've got a winner in this category. I think for me and the other judges is that this product is ready. You just need to do a few things so that we can see it in the market, but you can always sell it and have customer reviews while you're working. It's another form of doing clinical trials, though, an informal way. So the winner for us, it's Helio Glow.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Judges, thank you. To come and do the vote of thanks, congratulations, winners. To come and do the vote of thanks, I would like to call on stage Professor Robert Yenta.
No, you wish you were a winner. He is a winner. He's the best supporter that any one of us can ever have. So I think all of the participants tonight and all of the academics that have ever had the privilege of being supported by Hannes can give him a huge round of applause. Okay, so as we bring this year's Leopards Lair final pitching event to a close, I have the privilege of saying the thank yous. And I know that usually by this part of the evening, everyone stops listening. But tonight, let's do it differently and we listen for for a change. Okay, so secondly, because firstly it was Hannes, because Hannes is the one who makes a lot of scientists at this university famous, and he's the one that is the wind beneath our wings and the one that really supports us when we stop believing in ourselves and we say that we're not going to do this anymore. Then usually he is the one that says, just try this little thing, and then it works. So thank you to Hannes for being a super supportive TTIS member. Then secondly, to our finalists, your creativity and determination and the hard work have shone very brightly tonight. I have received a lot of messages from some of our online participants this evening saying that they've watched the live pitches last year, and this year it just feels a little bit differently. Yeah, it's because you're here, Tabella. We didn't have you last year, you're right. But we resonated with every single one of you this evening. So thank you. We know that as an innovator and entrepreneur myself, I know that it is not easy to stand here and defend your idea, especially when you have intimidating judges like these. And apart from that, I speak for a living and stand in front of class all day. You don't. So we realize that it takes a lot of courage, energy, and belief in yourself that sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. So thank you for everything that you've put in. Just for your context, they went through at least 12 weeks of training with either the Beehive or with the business school. And we really put them through the paces. They had to stay very diligent and do all of their homework, and it was a lot of work. So it wasn't just show up today and convince us that you have a great idea. So thank you to you. If you weren't here today, we wouldn't have had an event. Then to our judges, thank you for your time. We know that it's highly valuable. I know, Katie, you had to come back from work in Pretoria today to be here this evening, so thank you so much. To all three of you, Tim, you're not from Potch. He wishes that he was a Northwest University student, and we're slowly turning him into one every year that we invite him back. We will buy you, and then you will be a Northwest University student. 549. And he's in stock today. Okay, so, but all jokes aside, thank you so much. It is really an honor to have people of your caliber, and also the way in which you approach the finalists, the way you pose your questions. It's a lot easier to put people down than to build them up, and I really feel, and you can attest to that, that they built you up. They didn't make you feel worthless. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Then you can clap for them. Then a special thanks to the Bongani Foundation. Our alumni is really, at the Bongani Foundation, is really setting a very high standard and a good example for other alumni of the Northwest University to pay it forward and give back. So thank you so much for your generous sponsorship for the second year in a row. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining us from the Netherlands. We really appreciate your support, and we hope that this relationship will only grow from strength to strength, and that it will also grow to more than just the Bongani Foundation next year, or that you will invest in the Bongani Foundation as alumni so that you can support more of our entrepreneurs in future. Then I want to extend my gratitude to the mentors and coaches, both at the Beehive and at the business school, at the TTIS, and every single one of the people that we contracted this year to support and train our entrepreneurs or our aspiring entrepreneurs. Thank you so much. It was a tiring but very rewarding journey working with you. I also want to thank the divine venue, and in particular Sanette Luet, who made this beautiful event possible today. I could just ask her to do this, and we had a very good meal. Then for the production and all of the confetti and fireworks and everything, and the live streaming, thank you to MSM Productions. Thank you, Essie, for always reading between the lines when I contact you. We really appreciate what you are doing for us to make this a possibility. And then we would also like to thank the executives of the university and the UCDP, and through the DHET, who made this event and the training of these entrepreneurs a reality through their generous sponsorship. So thank you to everyone who's supporting us and who is encouraging student entrepreneurship through the student entrepreneurship ecosystem at the Northwest University. We really appreciate you, and we hope that you see what we do with the funds and that we're really doing good things, not just on our own, but that our students are grabbing onto the opportunities that they have. It's students at all 3 campuses that actively participated in this. It's our staff at all 3 campuses that bought into this, and this is really amazing. And then, of course, I need to end off by thanking Iggy for being here for the entire evening. So I'm going to call on all of our participants this evening. Every single one of you. Can you please come and join me on the stage? With Iggy. I wish we had more confetti, but at least we have more fireworks. But I want you to clap for every single one of our participants this evening, please. And then again, if you were involved in training these entrepreneurs in any way, even if it was an encouraging word along the way, come and join us on the stage. I'm afraid that I might miss out on some names, so please come. Where's Johan and Leonie? And Prof. Herman.
Hey, you short this must come.
Everyone's kneeling down. Okay, no, I'm not.
Is there anyone that feel left out? Please come.